Now, judging by the title, you probably know what this video is about. The time I almost got arrested is an exciting experience, an interesting expedition, if you will, and an inspiring escapade. And I'm sure as hell hoping this doesn't inspire nobody, bro. Now, this takes place about 3 months ago when I was at my sister's softball game. Now, at the time I played lacrosse, and we had our tournament about an hour after my sister's game ended, and I was looking for something to do. Now, we were planning to head to the tournament right after my sister's game got done. Now, if you've ever been to an 8-year-old girl's softball game, you know that it's not the most exciting experience. There's not really that much to do other than watch the game. I mean, you can't really watch that game for more than 2 seconds. I mean, what's a 12-year-old got business doing at an 8-year-old softball game? So, what do I decide to do? I decided that I needed a lacrosse ball because I had 2 sticks in the truck, a long pole and a short pole. So, but I didn't have any balls. Wait, no, not like that, not like that. No. I didn't have any lacrosse balls. So, I knew a place that did, though. The track at my school was scattered with lacrosse balls because that's where the 10-year-olds practiced. So, I decided if I just got onto the track and took a lacrosse ball, I'd be safe. But, nope. I was assuming I could just hop the fence and I'd be there. But there were many people watching until I saw, in the glory, a beautiful fence covered by bushes so no one could see. It was the JROTC fence. And usually it was for the high schoolers who were in JROTC. And there was this massive gap in the fence. The 2 fences were chained together, but this chain was like 5 feet long. I could literally just walk into it. So now I was already gonna get in big trouble if I got caught. So I started walking down this path that they ran on. I saw a bunch of JROTC equipment until I saw a massive fence, about 10 feet tall. Now, this fence did have a bar, like right down the middle. Or not right down the middle, horizontal. Like in the center. So I stepped on it and hopped right over the fence. And there it was. Another fence, another goddamn fence. Like 30 yards away from me. So I just walked, I FaceTimed my friend who was already at the tournament. For some reason, it started in like 3 hours. But as I walked closer to that fence, I was thinking I should turn back. And at one point, I wanted to turn back, but I knew I couldn't. If I wanted those lacrosse balls, I had to fight for them. So I hopped that fence, and there it was. There was the track. I hopped over the little 3-foot fence. I don't even know I was there. I wasn't stopping anything. But I scoured that thing for lacrosse balls and didn't find a single one. I walked around the entire track again, nothing. And at this point, I just cut my loss and started to walk back. But then I heard a voice just yell. And it sounded like the Subway Surfers cop yelling that, like, "Hey!" So I started to run. And I didn't hear anything. Now, the grass made a really loud sound when you stepped on it. But I didn't hear that sound. And I didn't even hear footsteps from the track. So I looked back and nothing was there. So I think I was just being a little paranoid. So I walked over to the fence. But the thing is that I didn't really think about is that I needed that bar to climb over. But that bar is only on one side of the fence. On the other side, the side that I was on, there was no bar, so I wasn't climbing over that fence. But there was another one that led to the long narrow path that I was walking on, and it was a little 5-footer, and then like a foot behind it was like a massive 10-footer. So I climbed on the 5-footer and hopped over the 10-footer, and I put my lacrosse pole in between the two fences. And apparently I didn't know how gravity works, and right as I hopped over the 10-footer, my lacrosse pole fell. So unfortunately I had to climb back over the fences, all of them, walk, and this added like 5 minutes to my total time, so I just threw the lacrosse pole over. But this time I heard another hey, and this time I didn't bother turning back because I heard footsteps. But once I got back to my sister's softball field, I knew I was safe, and yeah, there was nothing there. But I actually have footage, because the second time I went over there, I went back stupidly. I was so stupid. I went back with my friend. Now, my friend, being the dumb person that he is, he climbed up one of the JROTC things and jumped off and just sat in a massive thing of mud, and his pants were just covered in mud, and it looked like he shit himself. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me if you want me to put some more game clips on my videos, or if you just want me to keep using my little stickman guy. But I'll see you guys later. Peace.